Your call may be recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. If you do not want your call to be recorded, please press 1 on your keypad now.
Please be aware that New South Wales Trustee and Guardian collects, stores and uses personal and health information to carry out its statutory functions. Any information collected is then managed and disposed of appropriately in accordance with the New South Wales State Records Act. For more information on our privacy policy, please visit our website nsw.gov.au/trustee-guardian.
Hello, Crystal. What you doing? What you doing? Give us a bit.
Trustee Guardian, you're speaking with me. How can I direct your call?
Oh, hello. This is Baron Dodger. I'm ringing up to demand the release of my pension because I only pay $200 a week rent and I should be getting the rest. So I need to speak to someone in charge who can control it. I've got urgent bills and I need it to be released immediately, please.
Bear with me 1 second,
Thanks.
Baron. 1 moment, please.
Please, my beautiful girl. Good girl.
Hello, Phillip speaking.
Hi, Philip. It's Richard. How are you?
I'm good. How can I help you?
I'm ringing up to formally demand the release of the rest of my pension, except for the $200 that I pay rent here. It's financial abuse, what's happening to me, and there's no reason to withhold it because the lease here is only for $200 a week, and everything else should be released to me. I've got bills to pay, and I've got my testimony to write, and I need memberships for different services, and it's very important that I get that money immediately.
All right. As expressed to you last time we spoke, that you receive the complete pension after your outgoings. You probably save maybe $26 a fortnight. However, we have not received confirmation of where you will be and how much you're paying there. So once we receive that service agreement from the public guardian or your current house
So you
provider,
need the lease
then
agreement from the NDIS provider to say I pay 200. Is that right?
so we know where to pay that money and how we can work out how to pay that, and then we can reassess your allowances and see what is affordable from there.
You do realise you're withholding my money whilst at the same time blocking my legal aid and denying that my workers' compensation claim is legitimate. You do know you're doing that deliberately and intentionally,
As
don't you?
expressed to last time we spoke and in the past in email communication, if you would like to seek legal aid assistance, you should probably go online and find one that's near you so you can speak to them in person, or
You,
should definitely
Philip,
speak to
are
legal aid about your issues.
absolutely aware that this corruption is so deep that it encompasses the legal bar. And so when they find out my name, my date of birth, or my phone number, suddenly no one can help me. And that is with every single law in the country. You know why that is? Because the legal bar is a function of the very government that is targeting me. I know that you know this, so I can't get a lawyer. And you expect to have legal aid and workers' compensation and marriage settlements and all this kind of stuff whilst actively participating in denying me what you expect or get. Do you know how corrupt that is?
As mentioned in the past, I'm not answering those allegations that you have against the trustee. So I direct you to speak
They
to legal
are
aid.
allegations, and if
Otherwise,
I make an
speak to
allegation,
your
it
trustee
has to
guardian
be it has to
about
be
providing us
investigated.
the information
Doesn't
that we
an
need.
allegation have to be investigated? An allegation has
Speak
to
to
be
legal aid.
investigated.
If you feel like there is a claim of all that information you said, you should probably speak to a legal representative like legal aid. They might be able to assist you with that.
Philip, I've just explained to you every single law in the country is categorically opposed to me and won't help me. That is the same with the media. That is the same with every politician. That is the same with every gutless public official that is a government desk jockey. And it also
Okay.
is my entire family and friends and every agency that is paid and tasked to care for me as a vulnerable person. This corruption is so profound and so endemic that I've created an online archive that exposes it all. And you
Okay.
know what it means, and everyone knows what it means. It's so important. It's one of the most internationally significant whistleblower claims Australia has ever seen. And you're still doubling down in your role by saying, why don't you just shuffle off to legal aid? Because you're well aware this is a bureaucratic, endless loop of referral to another agency, and then they refer me to the next agency, and it goes on forever. Philip, this targeting has murdered me. It's murder, institutional murder. I died in February 2021, and when you take someone's money, when you take their home, when you take their finances, and when you take their legal rights and their human rights and take everything and desecrate them as a human being, not even giving them worth of a pension, which you're now withholding from me, as the last legitimate thing that dignifies me as a human being in this country, and you're still withholding from it from me, and this is an insane kind of situation, Philip. I've been vindicated. You know why? Because I've got God. You haven't got God. You're evil. I've got God, and I know I'll be vindicated, and I know I will win. Despite every cop, every lawyer, every politician, every public official, the NDIS, and all my family and friends and the media being categorically opposed to me, Philip. That is why I know I'll win, because God's hand, his evidence, is on my life. And I know what's the truth, Philip, and the truth will set you free, you know? I know what's real, despite you trying to gaslight me out of the very pension that justifies my humanity. I know what's real. I know what you're doing. The world sees you, Philip, and you will be held accountable ultimately, if not in this life, then when you die before God for doing this to me. Do you understand?
All right, Baron. I think that's enough. I don't think that you need help. So I think you should speak to legal aid. If you do not agree with the order that you want, you can go to NCAT and make an application to revoke it, and they can make the decision
That's
to
an
take
endless
this order or not.
bureaucratic loop. You know legal aid won't
So
help me. You know the public guardian's got me entrapped. But the government's made a paradox of its own making. You can't erase me.
okay, Baron.
You can't shut me
If you
up.
feel that
You,
way,
no,
you
you
can
can't
continue
jail me.
to
You can't put me in hospital. What all you can
live
do
that way.
is take my money and desecrate me as a human being and get away with it. Well, you won't get away with it, Philip. You won't. You're
Okay,
doing this
Baron.
to me
You have a great
deliberately,
day.
and
Get
it's
in the court.
malicious.
Rest your thoughts. I don't think we should continue this conversation any further.
That's because you're guilty and I'm